Here I'm going to show you how to use Ista with Enet cable. Alright, so I'm going to double click on Ista, and just remember that you are no longer allowed to flash modules, program your car and stuff like that in Ista if you have F series. I mean Ista P if you have F series. You can only do it in Ista. Ista P no longer allows you to do that. So only if you have E series you can do that. You can program, flash, code replaced modules and stuff like that in E series using Ista P, but with F series you cannot do it any longer. So we're going to double click on the top bar right here to make sure that it's running full screen, because we need to get to settings. Now that I've double clicked it, it's full screen, so I hit on this icon here, it looks like a wrench, and I hit vehicle interface. So on my car, ignition is on. You can either turn it on or leave the ignition on. So because I'm not using K plus DCAN cable, I'm going to pick local dealer organization icon Enet local area network. If I was using K plus DCAN cable, I would have picked this first option. Alright, so we got the Enet cable here, and I'm going to click OK. Now I'm going to click operations, read out vehicle data, and complete identification right here at the bottom in the right bottom corner. Okay. Now here you go. Here's the VIN number of the vehicle that it's connected to. It's Enet connection, and you got the VIN IP address. So it doesn't really matter. Just hit this, click on this, and click setup connection. Once you do that, it's going to take you to the next screen. You have to give it a couple of seconds, maybe like 10 seconds or so. You have to be patient here because it's trying to read out all the data out of the vehicle modules, and there are a lot of different modules. I think this car has like over 30 modules or something. So it's got the VIN number, 5 series, the engine, F series production, automatic transmission, 535X drive, all that stuff. And now it's going to scan every single module. These are all different modules that are on this vehicle. Every single module is responsible for something in this vehicle, like for the engine or transmission or the AC and heat or the dashboard, or you have a module for your front left seat, front right seat, and for airbags and so on. So you have to give it a couple of maybe like 20-30 seconds for this process to finish, and once it's finished, you can pretty much do anything. If you connect your car using the Enet cable, it will not limit any of your actions. You can update software, code, program your modules, and Ista would also assist you in replacing your modules in the vehicle and coding them properly, whether it's a new module or used module that you have installed. Retrofits as well, or removing certain things out of your vehicle if you no longer wish to keep it for whatever reason. I'm not really sure why somebody would want to remove something, but perhaps maybe if it's broken and you're tired of it giving you warning lights, you could just remove. I've done it with my tire pressure sensors before in my E60. I've just removed that feature so that I wouldn't, because I had some rims on it and no tire pressure sensors, so that definitely helped. Alright, so this is finished. display fault memory. There are all the faults here. You can click on the fault and it'll give you, you can double click on it and it'll give you all the information about the fault and stuff like that. Alright, so we can, all of the options are available to us here: service functions and software update, control unit replacement, vehicle modification. So if I was to click on software update, this would allow me to actually flash my modules, alright, with the new software. And it says my current software here and the software that I could update my vehicle to. So my vehicle is updated to the software that was made in the March of 2017 for this vehicle, but if I wanted to, I could update it to November of 2018. This would be much newer, but I'm not going to do it because I don't see any reason for it. Everything works fine in my car and I don't really want to do this. So this usually takes a little while because it seems like it scans all the modules and it checks each individual module for the software. It's trying to analyze whether you actually need to update any specific module, or if some of them do not need any updates. So it needs to go through every single one of the modules, and this takes a while. I think it takes about maybe like a minute or maybe even 2 sometimes, depending on the vehicle you're using. You know, some vehicles have less modules, some have more. Like this 5 Series that I'm using it on has maybe like 30 of them. If you were to connect this to 7 Series, I'm sure this would have taken even longer because there is just so many electronics in the 7 Series. Which is why they're probably the most problematic ones. So it's still going through, and you can always fast forward if the video, so you don't have to watch, because nothing really is happening here. It's just going through all the modules, reading out the data and the software version to see which modules need to be updated. This is only possible with Enet cable, where the K plus D can. This software will not allow you to do software update or control unit replacement or vehicle modification, because K plus D can cables are very low speed. They aren't able to transfer that much information as Enet cables. Enet cables are very fast. So we're still running. Just checking my battery, making sure I have enough charge. Right. Still says calculating measures plan. Alright. Guess it's taking a little bit longer than usual. It all depends on different variables. Still running. Alright. So now it says actions to be performed. The following control units will receive a software update in this context. So you got the car access system, digital motor electronics. I believe this is the transmission unit. This is the dashboard, parking distance control, and vehicle, the transfer case or something like that, I believe, and the backup camera. Well, anyways, these are the modules that need the software updated. So if I was to if I wanted to, I could have updated the software in this vehicle, but this would take probably a very long time, and I would need to put my car on the charger overnight or something like that, and make sure my laptop is plugged in into a power source. So yeah, so that's comfort. Let's see advanced. So here I believe you could choose which module you want to program or encode individually. So you could, or you can do all of them, encode all control units. Then additional software. Oh, so you can update the maps and stuff like that. Alright, well, this is how you update the software on your modules. Now, I believe you have to hit measures plan and then execute plan. I'm not going to do it. So now control unit replacement. If I was replacing a unit in my vehicle with the new or used one, I would have to go into this section, control unit replacement, pick which module or modules replacement I need to replace, and take it from here. Alright, follow the process, follow the instructions. Now vehicle modification. Here we got the retrofits. If you wanted to add something like you know, if you wanted to install a different kind of battery, or you know, just any kind of retrofits, anything you wanted to add to the vehicle or remove. You got the conversion, you got the conversion coding only, removal of retrofit or conversion, remove conversion coding only, immediate actions. Alright, so this is where you deal with retrofits. And yeah, you've got other options here, service plan, and you know, control unit list, control unit tree. You have operations report here as well, so if you own a shop, you could just print this out for a customer and it'll give them all the information, but this is way too much information. I believe that there's a way to print it so that much more simpler than this. It will give them, it will basically give them some of the details here regarding the faults in their vehicle and what those faults are related to. Alright, so that they know what needs to be done to their vehicle in order to fix the issues. Well, that's about it. So this is Ista D, Ista Plus, so Ista 4 with the Enet cable. Alright, well, now I'm going to exit out of here. So in order to do that, you have to hit this icon here, you select the connection, you hit close operation, and you hit OK. You have to wait for this to completely disappear. Once that's gone, you will be able to exit out of the program. Now you cannot. This is grayed out. Until this closes here, this will be grayed out, and I will not be able to exit the program. Even when it says none, it's still closing. It still hasn't closed yet. This is grayed out. So you have to wait for this to completely disappear. It should be going in a couple of seconds. Okay, there you go. Now I can hit here and OK. Well, that concludes that.